Hey guys, this is Austin from Golf Plus coming to you to talk about two of the hot new drivers on the market. We got the Stealth and the Callaway Rogue ST. These are two that we get the most questions about, so we're going to do a little head-to-head comparison for you. I'm going to hit some balls, and we'll talk some specs and nerd out on the facts. Alright, first for our testing, we're going to start with the Rogue ST. This is Callaway's newest driver model. For this line, they have 4 different model heads. They have the Max, which can be the most forgiving. They have the Max D with that little weight there in the heel to help with a little bit of that draw bias for those that tend to miss it out to the right a lot, for right-handed players. They have the Max LS, which is what I'm using for the testing. It's going to be a little bit lower spinning model for some of those people that have a tendency to spin the ball a little bit too much. And then their fourth is their Triple Diamond LS, which is a low spin model for real skilled players that have a real confident and consistent strike on the middle of the face. It's a lot less forgiving, but it can really help those that have a real consistent swing and looking for that optimal performance. Some of the features of the Callaway driver this year are they have the flash face technology that they had in the Epic Speed. They retained the jailbreak AI speed frame for stability across the face. They also had an artificial intelligence used to design a face that folded in such a way that you didn't have drastic speed losses on mishits, and so you kept some of that speed retention, as well as this 20-gram tungsten weight low and deep in the driver for increased MOI at impact. All of the models contain this carbon fiber matte finish, and it's very, very sleek at address. Now for the Stealth, TaylorMade's running with 3 different model heads. They have the Stealth Plus, which is going to be their little bit lower spinning model. It's got the weight forward, and you can adjust it for a little bit of fade or draw bias. They have the regular Stealth, which is going to be kind of your stock head option, as well as the high draw, which is going to have that draw bias weight in the heel, kind of like the Max D for the Callaway Rogue, for those that kind of tend to slice the ball a little bit. And they also have this shiny polished version, which is kind of a little bit lighter weight for the women's fittings. So obviously the big difference in the Stealth this year is the carbon fiber face. What they did was they took 60 layers of carbon fiber and they covered it with some polyurethane coating to make a lighter face that they were able to use to redistribute weight throughout the head for an increased MOI at impact. So driver 1 was the results of my Max LS Callaway testing. It gave me a really good efficiency, 107 club head speed, and as you can see, as far as the way I was delivering the club to the ball, very similar as far as testing purposes to the Stealth. So as far as the ball data went, I got 155 ball speed, launching a little bit low, but the backspin was really good. And if I'm being honest, the 10C white is what I got fit for, so there's a reason why the spin rate's really, really good for me. As far as the carry, it carried a little bit farther than the Stealth, but that's because of that backspin ratio. For my Stealth testing, I was using the Callaway 60-gram extra stiff Mitsubishi chemical shaft and a 9-degree Stealth Plus head, cranked down 1 notch to play at about 8 1/4 degrees, so it would compare to that 8-degree Callaway Rogue ST. As you can see, it's a little bit lighter than the 65-gram shaft that I was swinging in the Callaway. That's why I swung it just a little bit faster. But as far as the club data, it was very, very similar. And as far as the ball data, it was a little bit lower ball speed, but a lot better launch angle, and that's why we still got the really good carry distance. But the spin rate was a little high, so the shaft doesn't quite fit me, but that's why it's very important to come get fit for your own driver and shaft combination. If you'd like to schedule a fitting, call us in Dothan or Panama City Beach. Schedule your fitting today. This is Austin from Golf Plus. Till next time.